News Talk 770 AM, 92.5 FM, WVNN. We're back here on the Yaffee program. I'm Alabama's voice of reason, Huntsville's conservative conscience. Don't forget to like the Yaffee Facebook page. Follow me on X at Yaffee or Instagram at Yaffee Live. You could just Google the Yaffee program. I guess put in Grok too, or whatever AI you use. I guess I have to start promoting that. I wonder if AI would fix it. If you spelled it wrong, would it fix it? Is AI smart enough to get my name right? That is my question. But you can look up all of that online, wherever you want to. All right, let's get to those headlines right now. We have the Alabama bullet points.
Alabama bullet points. Today's headlines from around the Yellowhammer State.
Sponsored by Larry's Pistol and Pawn. Number 4 today. State Senator Elliott says that Ivy's West Alabama corridor financing threatens the Mobile I-10 Bayway and the Birmingham Northern Beltline and I-565 improvements here in Huntsville, which I don't like that. I was stuck in traffic already this morning on 565. State Senator Chris Elliott out of Baldwin County sharply criticized Governor Kay Ivey's decision to finance the West Alabama Corridor project, a major highway expansion in West Alabama, entirely with state funds, including $730 million in bonds backed by future Rebuild Alabama gas tax revenues, and without any federal matching dollars. We've talked about this. The lieutenant governor was upset. Others are as well. But he's pointing out that other major infrastructure projects might get delayed now because all the funding is going to this one project. All right, number 3, more controversy over the simplified seller's use tax. Now sheriffs say that losing that revenue could compromise public safety. So Alabama County sheriffs and officials are warning that a lawsuit challenging the state's simplified seller's use tax, SSUT, and the distribution could severely impact public safety. Now, it's a flat tax of 8% on online purchases from out-of-state vendors enacted in 2016. It generated about $963.3 million in 2025, with 20% allocated to counties, primarily used for law enforcement, and 30% to cities based on population. Sheriffs, supported by Alabama Sheriff's Association and the Association of County Commissioners of Alabama, argue that counties rely heavily on this revenue. Law enforcement accounts for at least half of budgets in 55 of 67 counties. So they don't want to lose that if they change how the tax works. Number 2 today, Governor Kay Ivey says she would sign a bill that would eliminate certain products from SNAP benefits, at least according to her spokeswoman. So Alabama Governor Kay Ivey would sign legislation to restrict or eliminate certain products from being purchased with Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program benefits if it passes the state legislature. Now, that's according to her spokeswoman, Gina Maioli. Now, the statement was made and reported by 1819 News. It was made late last week. The governor supports the Make America Healthy Again movement and prefers that Alabama legislature decide on such SNAP restrictions. Now, the proposed bill to be reintroduced by State Senator Arthur Orr would specifically make candy and soft drinks ineligible for purchases using SNAP benefits. This aligns with similar recent measures in several other states banning junk food, candy, or soda from SNAP eligibility. I think that's a good chance of passing. And number 1, U.S. Senator Tommy Tuberville says the role of the governor is to urge people to weigh the good and bad on gambling. And he said, then let the people vote on it. Give them an opportunity. So U.S. Senator Tommy Tuberville, the frontrunner for the Republican nomination in Alabama's 2026 gubernatorial race, stated last week in an interview that the governor's role in addressing gambling expansion should be to thoroughly study the issue, present both the benefits and drawbacks to the public, including the challenges posed by widespread online gambling, and then allow Alabama voters to decide via a referendum on a constitutional amendment. Now, he expressed support for giving citizens the opportunity to vote on legalized various forms of gambling, such as lottery, sports betting, horse racing, or dog racing. He emphasized a hands-off approach beyond educating the public. He says, hey, this is what's going to be good about it. This is what's going to be bad about it. And then let people vote on it. Give them the opportunity. Now, of course, this position aligns with ongoing debates in Alabama about potential gambling reforms, where any major changes require voter approval through constitutional amendments. So that'll be an issue that comes up probably not this session too much, but when Tommy Tuberville is elected and then inaugurated, they're going to keep asking him about it. This is sponsored by Larry's Pistol and Pawn. I did drive by it today. You see the big rusty water tower. I saw it for a little bit too long since I was stuck on 565 for too long. But right there, next door, Larry's Pistol and Pawn. If you're ever stuck in traffic, just take the Greenbrier exit, go to Larry's Pistol and Pawn, do some great shopping. Now, when I drove by, I look at the parking lot. Every time I see it, it's busy. Every time I see it, the parking lot is almost full. That's because it's popular. People like to shop there. So you can shop for all kinds of things there. They have new and used firearms, firearm accessories, ammunition. They always stock up really well on ammunition and much, much more. And by the way, if you want to pawn or sell anything of value, you can do that as well at Larry's Pistol and Pawn. Now, there's another location you need to know about in Huntsville off North Memorial Parkway. You can go to the website pistolandpawn.com, pistolandpawn.com. When you go, as always, let them know Yaffee was the one who sent you. All right, coming up in just a couple of minutes, we'll speak with Todd Stacy, who is with Alabama Public Television's Capitol Journal. And I saw that on his latest episode, he interviewed former Senator Doug Jones, who's running against Tuberville. So we'll kind of see what happened in that interview. I didn't get a chance to watch it. I know that Doug Jones has been pushing the lottery issue. I'll get his take on that, the State of the State speech coming up, the legislative session, and more. So we'll get to all of that next on the Yaffee program. Stay with us.
You're listening to Yaffee on WVNN.
Nobody does selling better than Shopify. Shopify is the home of the #1 checkout on the planet. And the not-so-secret secret, with Shop Pay that boosts conversions up to 50%, meaning way less carts go abandoned and way more sales going through. So if you're into growing your business, your commerce platform better be ready to sell wherever your customers are scrolling or strolling. On the web, in your store, in their feed, and everywhere in between. Businesses that sell more, sell on Shopify. Upgrade your business and get the same checkout that Skims uses. Sign up for your $1 per month trial period for 3 months at shopify.com/Westwood1, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/Westwood1 to upgrade your selling today. Shopify.com/Westwood1.
Hey, I'm Chris Van Vliet, host of the #1 podcast, Insight with Chris Van Vliet. On the show, I sit down with the biggest names in pro wrestling, sports, film, and beyond. These are real, long-form conversations that go behind the scenes and beyond the headlines with people like John Cena, The Undertaker, Cody Rhodes, and more. We talk mindset, motivation, and what it takes to succeed. This is Insight with Chris Van Vliet. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.
Get ready for The Rush with Max Crosby.
It's time.
Your all-access pass into the heart of the NFL.
This is the National Football League, and they don't play around. You got to be smart.
All-pro defensive end Max Crosby takes you beyond the field with exclusive insights.
I could say this because I've played them.
This is The Rush.
You guys already know what time it is. It was fire, and we'll be right back on the pod, and we'll be talking about it next week.
The Rush with Max Crosby. Follow and listen on your favorite platform.